Hi, welcome to Whazzup.
Renovate is a well-known local program which aims to help less privileged families in Singapore by providing them a home makeover to better their living conditions.
Singapore Turf Club has been supportive for the past few seasons, and this year is no exception.
Singapore Turf Club is proud to sponsor and volunteer for the meaningful reality series Renovate. Similar to its previous seasons, the club continued to commit itself to provide a better living environment for the less privileged families. Once at the destination, the staff volunteers started preparing themselves with the essential gears and getting down to work without hesitation. One could hardly imagine working in such drastic conditions, let alone living in one.
When I first saw the house, I actually didn't know what to expect. It's my first time, so I got quite a shock. I guess it's really challenging, but in the end we got it done. So it was a really good team effort, and yeah, I think nothing is impossible when it comes to efforts like that.
The first impression is really terrible. There's bed bugs all over, cockroaches and whatever insects are there. And to me, Mission Impossible, not really, because the house is not really that terrible as whatever that you can imagine.
When we enter the house, there's a lot of bugs, messy, dirty, and a lot of sort of things like cockroaches, lizards. To clean out the mess, or then move off the things that not usable, like wooden chair, broken chairs that cannot be used. Then we move all the things out.
We have always heard tragic stories from friends and family and the media, but being here in person and seeing the family and the condition itself is a really different perspective, and you get to actually see what they go through, and it's quite sad that people actually have to go through this, but it's a very different experience seeing it from the TV screen back home.
When we first came to the house was not in a very good shape. It's really not conducive for both the mother and the daughter to stay. I understand the mother is a 91-year-old and the daughter is 56 years old, working as a cleaner at the airport. So the whole place was packed with staff, and it was infested with bed bugs, cockroaches, and hardly enough room for anybody to move out. Not a condition where for people to stay in. Singapore Turf Club has been involved with two other Renovate, and this is our third Renovate that our staff volunteers have been involved in. It's a good exercise for staff to come in and get involved and devote their time to help people that are less fortunate in our community. And today they really came and helped to clear off all the unwanted stuff from their house and before the renovation can take place. So I'm very happy and would like to thank the staff who volunteered their time today to come and help out in this very meaningful program.
It is really hard to imagine living in such drastic conditions. Bravo to staff volunteers who have not only dedicated their time, but also braced themselves through to get their hands dirty.
There were a few families that volunteers helped out with. Well, we've seen the house's conditions at its worst. Now let's take a look at some of the houses after the renovation. From chaos to order. From old to new. After a few sessions of sweat and toil, the fruits of the volunteers' hard work were seen. The houses were given a whole new lease of life. This time round, volunteers need not maneuver through a house full of clutter. Instead, all were happy to unpack new furniture and clean up the newly renovated houses, ready for the beneficiaries to live in.
I think it's quite meaningful to volunteer for this program. Can help out people in need.
Well, I think being part of this project is definitely meaningful, and it's fun as well with my colleagues. It just makes the whole experience more fruitful.
The communication is there, the teamwork is there. What we have to do, we try our best to do it.
I'm happy to be part of this meaningful experience, and I would like to encourage more colleagues to come forward to contribute back to society.
The house is very nicely renovated. We visited the house today. We're getting ready, cleaning up to make sure that Madam Zaniza and her family move into a nice and newly renovated house. Very nicely done. I'm very sure that she's going to feel more comfortable living in the new house now. It's always been our motto in STC to try and help out the underprivileged and those people who really need help. We're very happy to be part of Renovate Season 6, and really like to thank all the staff volunteers who spend a lot of time helping out the families and contributing back to society, and really like to welcome more of our staff volunteers and even Singaporean at large to do more to help out for those people who really need, and hopefully we can do some meaningful projects in the coming year.
Serving society, supporting community. Yes!
Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode of What's Up.
For racing information, log on to turfclub.com.sg.
Bye-bye.